Well, there it is. And the funny thing is, I guess I entertained the fourth floor yesterday coming off the meds. Guess I used fentanyl in with the anesthesia. I don't see why anybody wants that shit. Be my guest. Anyway, there's propofol they used, lidocaine, Versacin. I guess I was swearing, of all things, about my friggin' landlord. Yelling about, oh, I'm not going to sign any papers today. We had to sign papers yesterday because some of the leases changed, but they brought it here today for me instead. But I don't know what I would have been signing yesterday. I'm one of these people that has, you don't make any major decisions when you come out of this stuff. Anyway, I have my carpal tunnel on this hand. You really shouldn't be making any major decisions or attempting to thread your sewing machine afterwards, which I don't recommend that. I was careful. I was using my other hand to fix a bobbin, but it's fucked up, so I got to start it over again someday. But I don't like being incapacitated for a long time. You know, I really didn't realize how important the non-dominant hand really is until you can't use it. I mean, that's the ass-wiping hand. I mean, that's how important that one is. And let's not go into further details, but let's see if housing can install a bidet, so I'll have it for after my female surgery and bariatrics too, for different reasons, because they're probably more hygienic. But if they don't let me, I'll come up with a solution. Maybe Bert Simpson's right on a stick, but that's TMI. But no, I came through it okay, no problems. My blood pressure and everything was great. It's just that I was calling my guy, the housing manager, every fucking name in the book. Something about I called him by his full name, and I normally don't know his full name, but I guess I did then. So, and I yelled something about the president. I was talking about, I guess my mom said it was funny about the president. I don't remember too much. I mean, I remember seeing my orthopedic doctor come in, and that's the only time I remember seeing him. I said, you may see him, you're only going to be under light sedation, but I don't remember shit. I just remember the anesthesiologist asking me how I was feeling, and then that was it. And coughing quite a bit, so I don't know if they had an airway down there at one time, or God knows what the fuck you're doing to you when you're under. Shit, they could have you married to an Arabian Saudi prince or something for all you know when you come out. That's going too far, but seriously. Everything's going good today and whatnot, but a little goofy because they put me on tramadol. I don't like pain meds anyway. Same with fentanyl, so I was kind of pissed that they used it, but I'm very against opiates. I'm just one of people that's kind of straight edger for a metalhead, really. But I was using mugwort and wormwood on my altar one day to try and, achieve lucid dreaming afterwards or whatever. So I don't know if I'm truly a straight edger or not, but I don't know. Just so many people have died from opiate overdoses, and a lot of it's been because, their doctors either give them too much or they take more than they should, but I don't even like the idea of this tramadol, and I'm going to just take it very, very sparingly. That's why I asked for it, because I'm allergic to codeine, and two, like I said, I'm very against them, so I know that's a mild one, because I had it before with my ganglion cyst surgery, which they used to call Bible cyst for obvious reasons. I mean, it's probably a blasphemous thing to do, but years ago they would break those ganglion cysts, aka the Bible cysts, with the Bible, because it was a big book, heavy enough to break it, but they said, hey, that's not a good way to do it. So, obviously, years ago I went and had that done. That hand needs to be done too, but for some reason it didn't bother me as much as my right hand, the non-dominant. So I'm waiting in between because to see if my doctor has to do a DNC or a hysterectomy or whatever has to be done in between. So, or they want to do I'll let them do whatever they want. I'm still thinking about the bariatrics, try to do the best I can with that. So I don't know where that's at. So that's down the road because that's an elective. Meantime, my A1C and all that's doing good. My heart's doing great. And like I said, this tramadol, that ought to be fun. That's another reason I don't like pain meds, because they stop you up, and a good thing I got some Metamucil just in case. And spinach. I don't know what it is about spinach, but whenever I eat spinach, I gotta go. Like almost a couple hours after eating it, go. Spinach is like a very natural way to get rid of being stopped up and quick. I don't know how it does it, but it does it. But anyway, I'm doing good. I don't know when I'll be back to arts and crafts. Probably anytime soon, right, Mammy? Mammy's hanging up out here with me, keeping an eye on me, and wanting to lick that splint every so often. I don't know why she wants that. Can't even be any good. But I think it's the ugliest looking splint. Look at it. It looks like a fucking dishcloth. One of those retro dishcloths that have like a window pane pattern on them. Missy, you got Sharpies right on it. Do something cool with it. Nah, not really. No, I told my family I'm going to have the doctor put an out of order sign so no one has to have anything done for a couple of days, especially my whatever. But yeah, Jimmy's doing pretty good with cooking. I got him. I normally don't eat him because I don't like him myself too much because, when I cook, I cook stuff that's real good. So, we got some frozen dinners and what have you, and I made a great big pasta salad and ham on Sunday, so we can eat that cold all week if you have to. So, and that's it. So how long is it going to take to recover? I don't know. The splint comes off the 10th. The actual healing of it, I don't know how long that's going to take, how long it's going to take to go back to being a normal hand. But like he said, there's some diabetic neuropathy there. There wasn't much they could do for that part of it. That would always be there. But he could release it and do that part of it. So, like I said, it's my non-dominant hand. My dominant hand done something weird, which I'm left-handed. I'm of the left-handed path, a witch and all that stuff, which is kind of weird. My left hand created an anastomosis with the ulnar nerve, which is your thumb nerve, and it's protecting and guarding the median nerve where that carpal tunnel stuff is. So that may also actually be a more difficult surgery for carpal tunnel and going because of all that mess that's in there. I don't know how that is. But, if it ain't hurting, it ain't causing a problem right at the moment. And as bad as the other hand, I think it'd be fair just to leave it alone for now. Whatever they want to do, too, so. But my plans were this year to get practically a surgical overhaul and a look into bariatric, which will probably still be up at Dr. Hill's in Adirondacks because it is closer. I'm pretty sure of that, but I don't know when that'll happen. But my mom has to have stuff done too, so she comes first. And Jimmy had his colonoscopy. He did pretty good. I mean, I was laughing about being an expert cannon loader. But yeah, I had him so clean. I mean, everything he had looked good. I'm not a doctor, but they always give you pictures of your insides and they do endoscopies and colonoscopies, and he looks like he's in good shape to me. The doctor said he was good, so I'll see him again in another 5 years. Jimmy will bottoms up. No, he's retiring in October, and we've had him for a gastroenterologist for so many years that I'm going to let him do my first colonoscopy ever, so I may be having one of them. And that'll probably be around, I don't know, but I have to have a baseline around 48, so due to a history in my father's side of the family and my mom's of colon cancer, so this is something I like to do. I know I don't look like the type of person, but I'm very into preventative type medicine and making sure I get my x-rays and all that stuff done when it needs to be done. So I'm sorry you can't see me right now. The camera's turned around. It's a nice view of the window. And this. And you really don't need to see my face because I had some contact dermatitis. I was afraid I was going to postpone my surgery again, which lucky it didn't. Because I told them, unless we're going to be doing laundry in there, it ain't spreadable. Because I think what caused it was Gain detergent. Now, I've used Gain for so many years. I looked on the internet. Something told me to look it up. Because my family and myself, we're highly allergic to Tide. Well, what do you know? Tide happens to be the manufacturer of Gain, too. Procter & Gamble. So I'm thinking there was a cross-contamination thing. So I may switch over to that detergent all, ALL, the stain lifter, that's all, or the 7th generation brand, which seems to have a lot of natural stuff. And I tried their stuff when I was on the Vine program, and I thought it was beautiful stuff, really. You don't mind paying a little extra because it's natural, which I don't. I'll have to see what I can do. If not, I'll have to come up with a solution, a witchy wash solution. Something natural that you can make yourself, maybe. I don't know. But no, my family can't be anywhere near Tide. I'm glad I found out it made Gain, too, they do. So now I know I can't have neither or. Because when they're in those big factories, you don't know what's touching what. But I'll see everybody whenever. I'll be back whenever. So next time you see me, the splint will probably be off. And I have some resin molds, but I'm not going to be doing that till I'm feeling better. I just picked them up off Temu. One's a Ouija board resin, and one's a tarot card, and one is for runes. I'm going to try and make little charms and wall hangings out of that stuff. I don't know. We'll see what I'll do with it.